I think we'll go straight into the candidate introductions, if that's all right. So Jennifer here beside me is going to time the contributions. She'll let you know when you're 10 seconds from the end, and then she has a little bell, which we'll all be, I'm sure, quite tired of by the end of the night. So we're going to take it in alphabetical order. We'll take it from the top this time, but we will rotate that, and maybe even sometimes from the middle, just to, get to be really exciting. But we'll call on you then, Cathal, if you don't mind, to give us a minute to tell us who you are and why you decided to stand for election.
Excellent. That's, we can hear you okay? That's great. Thanks very much, Yvonne, and Jennifer, and to your team for organising this tonight, and thanks also for everybody for coming and participating. Cathal Byrne is my name. I am a medical doctor. I'm a former member of the Defence Forces, and I've been an independent TD here for the last 5 years representing this area. I've never been a member of any political party. Why am I putting my name forward? I think politics is the art of the possible. It can make a huge difference in many people's lives, and that's the reason I'm running. There's a wonderful town here called Newbridge. There's great things going for, great potential, but there are some issues. Housing and healthcare, public infrastructure like schools, pools, bridges, and thirdly then antisocial behaviour and crime. And I very much look forward to tackling these issues over the next five years. Thank you very much. Did I catch it in 6 minutes? Or 6 seconds? Thank you.
That was very speedy. My name is Byrne. I'm the A2 candidate for South Kildare. I'm 25 and from Culcullen. I graduated about a year ago from Monaa University of English and Anthropology. I'm working as an outreach officer for Students for Life, and I previously worked in customer service and within the care sector. I wanted to run because I think I've kind of grown up here about the fact that we're in a housing crisis, a healthcare crisis. I've seen loads of my friends leave the country because they don't see a future here in Ireland. I think it's time for real sustainable change throughout the country. I believe that A2 is a party that's really bringing that to the table. And thank you as well to the organisers.
Fiona, my name is Anthony Casey. I am an ex-civil servant. I was a court registrar for the start of the year. I'm a father of 3. I live in Castle there in McGaney. Both big musical family, not a political family at all. I kind of sidestep my job and my career because I'm very concerned with the trends in Ireland at the moment. I have 3 young kids, and they will not have a house in this country the way things are going. Things are getting worse and worse over the years, and I think the career politicians aren't helping this. So now I'm the policy coordinator for the Irish Freedom Party, and I'm seeing my teachers, nurses, making homemakers bills, all pass the yard edge because without really I want to give people a future in this country. So that's the only reason why I'm here. Thanks a lot.
Good evening, everybody. Apologies, I was a little bit late coming in the door, and thanks to Yvonne and Jennifer for organising this event. Martin Heydon, TD for Kildare South, first elected in 2011. And when I was elected, the first thing I did was I opened my constituency office here in Newbridge, and I've worked in this town ever since. I was part of a party that was in government in the last term, serving as Minister of State in that government. Look, there are key issues affecting Newbridge that I've worked on and progressed and fought for resources for, working closely with my 2 councillor colleagues, Councillor Peggy O'Dwyer and Councillor Tracy O'Dwyer. And I pride myself on working on the local and national together, and whether that's more Gardaí, more school places, more special needs places, delivering the funding for St Conleth's Park to remain in the heart of Newbridge, our new county library that will be here, the €3 million secured for that. I also have projects that we want to work on in the future, like delivery of a sports campus and a public pool here for Newbridge. That's very much needed. The Curragh Plains, community sports, housing is obviously a key issue, and transport, I'm sure we'll get to discuss all them tonight. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Fiona O'Loughlin. I live in Newbridge. It's a town that I deeply care about. It's a great town with great people, great sports clubs, great community groups, but it's not working for everybody. And I want to help it make work for everyone. And that is why I'm running in the next general election, because I believe that Newbridge needs a government TD living in the town. My vision for Newbridge is based on having the services that we need, both in terms of education, school places, supports for those with disabilities, all of us living in safe and secure home, and that means being also safe and secure on our streets. My key priorities are around providing that second bridge, which is 80% of the way. ensuring the implementation of the fairer fares, which is going to bring fares down by about 47%. And also, the current Lanes have already introduced legislation for that. It's the jewel in our crown and we need to protect it.
I am Councillor Chris Pender. I have been a councillor in the Newbridge area for the last 5.5 years. I'm not sure I need to introduce myself because I think if people don't recognise my face by now, I haven't been doing my job. I'm running for Dáil Éireann, obviously, because I feel as though that we have been sorely underrepresented. I feel as though there are issues out there that are not being addressed. We will hear other people talk about the housing crisis out here today. I'm probably the only one who has actually been in a homeless shelter, who has experienced the housing crisis firsthand, and I am running for Dáil Éireann because I want to bring compassion and understanding to the table, and I want to bring that fight to Dáil Éireann.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks to all the team there for inviting me here this evening. My name is Patricia. I'm a TD here in South Kildare for the last 5 years almost, and I'd like to continue to retain my seat to help the people of South Kildare. I was a Sinn Féin TD and I have left, and I'm now an independent TD for many, many reasons. And I'd like to see, my focus is on housing, health, garden numbers and our environment. So I'm hoping that you will give me, if you don't want to give me your number one, that's fine. But at the very least, I will get number 2 or 3 from here in order to facilitate what needs to be done in this town, and I will continue to work for you. I'm a former shop steward, I worked in manufacturing, and I have also been advocating with older groups. I've been on the Alzheimer's group here with Fiona in the All Oireachtas group. I'm on the Palestinian group. I've been part of budgetary oversight in the Oireachtas, and I'd like to continue in them roles. Thank you.
Very good evening to each and every one of you here today. Thank you so much for making it tonight, and thanks to Jennifer and Yvonne for organising it. It's definitely a cold evening, and if you're here, we are here for a purpose. My name is Monaa Sood. I am a pharmacist by profession. I have been living in County Kildare for 20 plus years now. My main drive to get into politics is because I have seen this country change since the time I came here. A lot of things have changed, and it's not changed to the positive. A lot of things have gone negative, except even the healthcare system, because I've been calling on doors, and after every few doors I call, there are eyes looking at me with hope, how I can help them. There's people waiting on waiting lists for more than 36 months, either for a procedure, a surgery, or even to see a specialist. Especially people with special needs, they are hitting the walls because they can't even get their first assessment. So if I'm to be elected as a TD, healthcare will be my number 1 priority, and housing and infrastructure.
Hi everybody, my name is Mark Wall. I'm a proud father of 2 boys, Owen and Cathal. Owen is in Australia at the moment, Cathal is in college in Dublin. I'm joined here tonight by my wife Michelle. I'm very happy to be in Kildare. I'm a very proud Kildare man. I was first elected in 2009 to Kildare County Council, and in 2020 I became a senator for Kildare and for everywhere else, but more particularly for Kildare. So I put my focus on what needs to be done in Kildare. Over the last number of years I've had a clinic in Newbridge every 2 weeks, and during that time I've learned a lot about the needs for Newbridge, from garden numbers that's been mentioned here, to traffic, to youth facilities, to the need for a public swimming pool. And that's my desire for the people of Newbridge. They want someone who's had a voice for them. They need somebody to shout and roar for them. And I've done that for the people that I represent, that will hopefully represent after Friday. So I'm looking forward to tonight's debate. I'm looking forward to the questions. I will always give my honest answer, and I guarantee you one thing: I will work for you and your family if I do get elected on Friday. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you everyone for those very succinct introductions. We're actually ahead of time, so well done there. It gives us more time to ask the burning questions from the people of Newbridge. Just in relation to the town hall question, I will get to that at the end. It is also a question that we want to ask, but we'll leave it to the end and let you have your say first of all. So we have a mic here in the middle. I think we're going to plan to move that down, isn't it, into the audience. And I just ask you, when you're formulating your question, if you can be brief. The less you talk, the more they'll have to talk. So think about your question, think about a question that's, I guess, representative if possible. I know people will have very specific issues too, and that's fine. But we just ask you to be brief, and we give the candidates an opportunity to tell us what they're thinking on the issues. And again, the candidates will speak for maximum 1 minute in response to your questions.